It's Rocks. Today I'm going to be making grapefruit and salt soap. This is Himalayan pink salt and it's fabulous in soap. I love these bars. However, salt is quite difficult to work with. Because salt reduces the lather, this is going to be a very high coconut oil soap because we need those bubbles. So we're using a lot of coconut oil and some castor oil and olive oil for the creaminess. So this is my grapefruit oil mixed with just 10 grams of kaolin. Citruses are notoriously flighty. What I mean by flighty is that they don't have staying power in soap. So I'm using the kaolin to help this. And also, because salt soap sets up really, really quickly, this is going to have less of a chance to evaporate. I'm just going to get on with it to some music. And there we go. Now, I'm going to put this to bed, but I'm going to keep checking on it very, very regularly because salt soap sets up really quickly. And if you're not careful, it gets to a point where it's virtually impossible to cut. So I'll be watching this very closely and I'll see you when it's time to cut it. Hello again, I'm back with the salt soap. Now, it's really hard in some places because I can feel it, but it's soft in other places, like at these ends, so that's why it looks a little bit messed up. I had so much trouble getting it out of the mould, not the silicone mould, but the actual wooden mould, and I suppose that's because the wood has swelled because of the warmth. I don't know how that works. So it's been about 6 hours, that's all. I'm going to cut, I don't know, here. I think I'm going to have to turn it around. See if I can move the camera a little bit. Okay, so I'm just going to cut down the middle. No, I'm not wearing gloves. I'm just going to cut down the middle, or as near to the middle as I can figure it out. See, at the corners it's still very squishy. But I just want to show you. I'm impatient to show you. Okay, so it's already pretty tough. Okay, it's already pretty tough. And can you see how the salt at the top has made a groove down the middle? Presumably on that side. We're looking a bit crumbly. As I was saying earlier, salt soap is quite tricky. Anyway, I'm just going to carry on cutting this. It smells beautiful. The grapefruit is so strong and so fresh. I don't think there's much point of me showing you me cutting the whole of the loaf. There's nothing fancy about it. I feel like this is an anticlimax really, because the salt's so plain. But salt soap is tricky to make because of course it doesn't bubble up if you would use your normal recipe, so you need a different recipe for it, and also because of how fast it sets up. But I'll just cut another one. I absolutely adore salt soap. If you're making salt soap for the first time, I'd suggest that you use soap moulds. The reason I'm not using soap moulds is because I want all of my different soap bars to be a pretty consistent size and shape. When you make salt soap, cutting it is quite exciting. If it's so hard, it will just break into blocks. You've got to find that happy medium. There you go. Thank you for watching, and I've hoped you've learned at least something about making salt soap, and I'll see you later. Bye.